Okay, so here we go again. Yet another Hollywood rant. But this time, I feel that I need to get you people involved in this as well you know, because obviously there are some causes in which one person who acts alone cannot make a difference. But I feel that if we all act together on this matter, we can accomplish many things. And as you can tell by the title of this video or commentary or rant or whatever you want to call it, basically, I'm boycotting Hollywood. And you need to too. And here's why I feel each and every one of us should boycott Hollywood. I feel we need to boycott Hollywood because Hollywood does not respect the fans. They don't respect the fans because they are blaming the fans for some of their financial failures from movies that they felt should have been box office successes. And the reason why some of these movies this year have failed dramatically, such as A Wrinkle in Time, Solo, a Star Wars movie, as well as many others, the reason why these movies have failed is because they are not doing a good job at entertaining us. They are deviating from the source material. They are trying to engage in identity politics. They are trying to implement liberal leftist politics, and it's just what they're doing has no place in the entertainment business. And, we've myself as well as others have told Hollywood this, and apparently Hollywood is very well aware of what we are saying, and yet they respond by saying, you know what, these are just hardcore fans. They don't know what they actually want. We do. Let's just tell them, look, your opinion doesn't matter. Well, I got news for you, Hollywood. Our opinion does matter. Because we're the customers. We know what we want to buy and what we don't want to buy. How are you going to give us an inferior product and expect us to buy it? The fact of the matter is, we're not going to buy your product anymore. We are not going to go to the movie theaters to see your bad movies. We're not going to buy your movies when they come out on DVD. We're not going to watch them when they come out on TV. We're not going to buy any merchandise that's related to all of these terrible movies. The bottom line is Hollywood needs to change. And they need to change the way that we, the hardcore fans, tell them how they need to change. And it starts with, number one, not putting politics into movies. Number two, staying true to the source materials from adaptations from novels, video games, etc., etc. And number three, they need to admit their own faults, and they need to do everything in their power to correct their mistakes and to vow never to repeat those mistakes again. And I know a lot of people are probably going to say that, I'm wasting my time with all these rants on Hollywood needing to change, but there is a good reason why I'm doing this. It is because I fear that deeper down the line, you know, people are going to repeat the same mistakes that Hollywood is making and make even worse mistakes. Okay, we need that creative spark more than ever. I mean, back in the 90s, in my opinion, was the height of entertainment as a whole. It had some of the best storytelling, not just in movies, but also in video games, in music, in pretty much everything that was entertaining. But now it's like 20 years later, we're going downhill in entertainment as a whole, and Hollywood, in my opinion, is the worst offender of them all. And I know Hollywood would want them to put their own ideas out there, with all this executive meddling, telling the writers, no, I don't want this, I want that. But guess what? Let the writers do their jobs. Because more than likely, the writers know how to tell good stories. That's why they're writers. How are you going to tell the writers what's a good story and what's not when executives and producers themselves wouldn't know what a good story is if it bit them in the rear end? It's like the bottom line is these executives, these producers, these directors, they need to change. Because if they don't change, I'm never going to go back to the movie theater. It's like the old saying goes, if you if you keep giving people stones when they ask for bread, they're eventually going to stop coming to the bakery. And that's exactly what I did. I stopped coming to the bakery, aka your movie theaters. And you probably want to know why I'm not going to step foot into movie theaters as well. Well, here's why. And this is the biggest. Let me just say it with asking all of you this question. If you knew that a product was inferior, would you want to spend your hard-earned money on it anyway? I wouldn't. I want to spend my money on products that I know are going to last or that are going to be good and are going to be worth my money. And all these movies that they've been putting out as of late just are not worth my hard-earned money. I mean, I'd rather save up my hard-earned money and use it on something else, like like a car or something that's, something that's gonna be worthwhile in a long-term investment. It's come down to the fact that Hollywood does not know what we the fans want, even though we do tell them. Well, actually, Hollywood does know what they want, they just don't want to give it to us because they're afraid that we the fans are a lot smarter than Hollywood in general is. And it's true, we are smarter than Hollywood because we know what we want. And Hollywood does not want to give it to us because they are so concerned about liberal politics, identity politics, just politics in general. And politics have absolutely no place in the entertainment business. People go to see movies in order to escape from reality, not to be reminded of it. Why would we want to go to a movie to be reminded of reality when we're trying to escape from it? It makes absolutely no sense. The time has come where Hollywood must make a decision. Each and every executive, producer, director, actor, etc. needs to have a long, hard look at themselves in the mirror. And hopefully, after they have a good, long, hard look at themselves in the mirror, they'll come to realize the error of their ways. They'll come to realize that all of this is in fact their own fault and not the fans. We need to hold Hollywood accountable for all of their misdeeds that they've been performing as of late. We need to hold them accountable for all these mistakes that they are making, and if they continue to refuse to give us the fans what we want, we're eventually going to put them out of business. They're going to have to get their paychecks from the unemployment line. Because guess what? We don't work for Hollywood. Hollywood works for us. And yeah, that's a terrifying thing that Hollywood doesn't want to be made aware of, but it's the truth. Hollywood does work for us, the fans. And if they don't please us, guess what? We're going to fire them. Just like I have recently fired them from my life. I don't go to the movie theaters anymore. I don't buy these movies on DVD. I don't watch them when they come out on TV. I don't buy merchandise that's related to these movies. And each and every one of you needs to do the same in order to get Hollywood to see the light. Because if they don't see the light, they're going to go out of business.